Hello everyone! Thanks for joining me. On this video, we'll take on Romina, Saint of the Bud, before burning the Sealing Tree to gain access into the last area of the DLC, Enir-Ilim. We'll then explore Enir-Ilim for all the goodies before taking on the final bosses. Let's begin by upgrading our Shadow Blessing. Alright, you do not need to summon Dryleaf Thane for this fight. I'll be summoning him just to showcase his style. Romina is weak to fire, so a weapon that deals fire damage will help us here. Let's get our buffs on. And here we go. As you saw, Tish did most of the work. They ain't just kind of hang out. But we got it done. Let's activate this grace. Before continuing, let's recharge our flasks. Alright, it's still morning, so we're good to go. There's our destination, and here's the Sealing Tree. Let's have a look around. Alright, let's interact with the tree. Alright, we are on our last DLC area, so let's open our map and mark our first destinations. To unlock fast travel from this area, we must first rest at this grace, or in our case, we are going to exit the area to go to marker number 5, which is for the painting we saw in part 1. The painting location only becomes available after burning the sealing tree. Alright, we are basically on our first marker, which is right here. If we look around here, we came from that area, which is where we fought Romina, and burned the sealing tree. Now before continuing, I'm going to put my relic sword back on. Alright, on to marker number 2. Marker number 2 is for the Welcoming Birdman Committee. Isn't he nice? He left us some goodies. Well, thank you, Birdman. Let's have a quick look around before going to marker number 3. There's our marker. Let's clear our marker and activate the grace. That's our marker number 4. We didn't rest, so we still can't fast travel. Of course, you are welcome to rest, but we are continuing on this way. This should look somewhat familiar. We came here in part 6 after defeating the Divine Beast Dancing Lion, the area boss. We spoke with this ghost before. We collected a Revered Spirit Ash on the statue. This is where we fought the Dancing Lion boss. Please note that you do not have to come here. I'm just showing you around, and now you have access to the Enir-Ilim from this area if you do not want to fast travel. Out here is the upper section of the Belorat Tower settlement. Alright, let's fast travel to Temple Town Ruins and on to marker number 5. Let's go this way. We have to go all the way up, so let's take the Spirit Spring. There's our marker. We were here in part 24. This is the Northern Nameless Mausoleum where we fought Red Bear. Let's clear a marker. And there's the painting location. If you do come here before burning the tree seal, that structure will be obscured. That is such a beautiful skyline. Anyway, let's go back to Enir-Ilim. Oops, I keep forgetting to delete the green markers, so let's do that first. We want to go to first rise, and then to this marker number 1. Marker number 1 is upstairs, so let's go this way. There it is. We're going that way, but let's open our map and mark the next 5 places. Just for your reference, you can go down the stairs right there by the Grace. Our marker number 1 is on the right. The area up ahead is full of Inquisitors, and our marker number 2 is for that big one. So let's take her out. Now let's go this way, but be careful of the ambush on the right. This door will take us to marker number 3 and another Inquisitor. Now let's clear these guys out. Alright, let's clear our markers and pick up our goodies. There are 2 more Inquisitors on the left, but I suggest taking out these 2 on the stairs first. Alright, let's clear our marker number 5. By the way, if you happen to come into this area from there, be mindful of this gap. Let's open our map and mark 5 more places. Okay, on to marker number 1. Our marker number 1 is right there. But first, let's take out the ambush that's up above. Alright, let's clear our marker and pick up our goodies. Marker number 2 is back here. Marker number 3 is across the way. But let's take care of this dude first. Alright, let's go clear our marker and pick up our goodies. Marker number 4 is for the room ahead. Marker number 5 is upstairs. Approach slowly for yet another ambush. Let's see if we can pick up our goodies without deleting this marker. Oh, it didn't work. So let's put our marker back on. There we go. Now let's go upstairs to marker number 5. Let's take a quick peek here. Alright, let's continue on. There's our marker number 5, and to get there, we go this way. Marker number 5 is for a lightning horned warrior, so let's top off our health before taking him on. There he is, let's take him out. Let's clear a marker. And before continuing, let's mark 5 more places on our map. Marker number 1 is behind us. Let's go this way. Here's our goodie. Now let's clear our marker. Marker number 2 is out there, guarded by an Inquisitor, and to get there we go this way. Our marker number 3 is up there, and we can go on the branch or go this way. Okay, shit show time. We might die here as this is the hardest part of the entire area, but a shield with holy damage negation might help you here. There are a couple of mages up those stairs that super spam their rings. So let's get our full health back on and give it a try. Patience in having your shield up helps here. Wouldn't it be great if we could spam our spells just like that? But unfortunately, only the NPCs can do that. Alright, let's try it again. And look on the bright side. This is an opportunity for us to do some farming. Alright, let's top it off for health. Here we go. And if you lose too much health at the bottom of these stairs, just retreat and top it off your health. And then try it again. Alright, we can do this. Let's recharge. Instead of the middle, let's run on the left hand side. Alright, we made it this far. Now things get easier. We're safe here. Now from here, take this guy out. Now, before running up the stairs, come to this column and take out the second mage up on the roof. Alright, coast is clear. Let's clear our marker number 4 and pick up our goodies. Now let's open this door to get to marker number 5. Let's clear a marker. Activate this grace. Pick up this goodie. Let's touch the cross. Now let's rest and upgrade our Shadow Blessing. We're good to go. So let's place 5 more markers on our map. Okay, our new markers requires that we use the stairs that are guarded by the 2 mages and the Inquisitor. So first, let's go upstairs to take out the mage that's up on the roof. Now let's go to marker number 1 and take out the Inquisitor. Alright, now let's go take care of that last mage down there. Alright, on to marker number 2. Marker number 3 is this way. Marker number 4 is outside on the right. There's our marker. And to get there, we gotta jump here. Pick up this goodie. Now let's go clear our marker. Our marker number 5 is on that ledge. So let's clear from our map. And to get there, we need to carefully drop down. Then come in front of this corner and walk off. There's a goodie below us, but that will be next. Here we need to run and jump. Now let's grab our goodie. To keep things organized, let's open our map and mark 5 more places. Marker number 1 is below us, so just walk off. This is a bit tricky, so let's move slowly. Now let's go back this way to marker number 3. From here, we want to jump onto that message below. Marker number 3 is to the right. There it is. Now we turn around and go back. Keep going around. Target lock the dude down below and drop down. Take him out. Now let's clear markers 1 and 2 from our map. And here's marker number 3. Marker number 4 is down these stairs. Now it's time for the leap of faith. Basically, we need to do a run and jump towards that opening across the way. Alright, we made it. That's our marker number 5, which is for a scorpion ambush just outside this doorway. But before going out there, let's open our map. Only this time, we'll place 3 markers on it. Now let's trigger the scorpion and take him out. Alright, on to marker number 1. There it is. Let's clear a marker and pick up our goodie. Alright, let's take a look around. And if for some reason you need to return to the top area, there's an elevator here. We don't need it, but let me show you where it goes. One would think this would be a shortcut, but it isn't. There is no way to get up here from this top area. Alright, let's go back down. Alright, on to marker number 2. Oh, and just in case you got turned around, we came from over there. Alright, let's go out here, and if I remember well, marker number 2 is for some Inquisitors. There they are. Now to get to marker number 3, we need to clear another lightning horned warrior, so be ready. Alright, let's continue on. There's our marker number 3. And down there is where we fought the poison ulcerated tree spirit in part 5. Alright, let's clear our marker number 3 and open the door. Nice, we came a long way for a very cool weapon. We are done here, so let's fast travel back to the Spiraltree Grace. Alright, let's open our map and mark the next 5 places for us to explore. To get to our next markers, we'll go this way. Just to show you, there's nothing up here. This is a dead end. We're going to continue to the top, but to get up there, we have to go this way. Let's take care of this guy once again. Now let's change our weapon. We're gonna take care of some grave birds. We're all set. Let's continue on. There should be one more out here. There he is. This is marker number 5. Let's pick up that goodie. And marker number 1 is on the right. Let's go around marker number 5. We do not want to clear that marker yet. Marker number 5 is for a goodie that's up top. Let's take care of these guys before going to marker number 2. Here's our marker. Alright, on to marker number 3. There's our marker, but to get to the actual goodie, we come to this third post and jump down. Now on to marker number 4, which is right there. We are done here. Now on to marker number 5, which is up this ladder. Alright, we're done on the grave birds. Let's put our relic back on. Here's our marker. Now let's continue going up. Before continuing, let's place 5 more markers on our map. Let's take this guy out. Alright, on to marker number 1. Before going to marker number 2, let's have a look this way. Alright, let's continue on to marker number 3. We are way up, and it's very cool up here. Here's our marker and our goodie. There's a goodie down there. We'll get it shortly. Now let's continue going up. Okay, there's a couple Inquisitors here. Let's take them out. Alright, the way forward is through this doorway. But first, let's go pick up that goodie and go to marker number 4. Okay, that goodie is facing the same direction as the doorway, so let's line up that way. Now run and jump. To get down and avoid fall damage, slowly walk off. Alright, marker number 4 is a Cursed Blade. Let's try a different weapon and see how it goes. Oh no, I totally missed him. I'm in trouble now. Man, I hate these guys. Alright, let's try this again. I'm going to edit this part out so you guys don't have to watch me run all the way back there. Here we go. This is a great weapon, but it's very hard to connect. Anyway, it wasn't pretty, but we got him. Alright, let's go clear marker number 5. Alright, before continuing, let's have a look around. We started there. Then we came all the way around. Alright, let's go back to the top. Alright, let's open our map and mark a few more places. How about we just do 1 and 2 for now? Yeah, let's just do 1 and 2 for now. Coming up next, we have our last Horned Warrior. So let's get ready. Alright, we got a new weapon. Now let's continue on to marker number 2. There's our marker, which is for a Grace. Let's activate this Grace. Alright, that goodie behind us should be the next marker on our map. And it is. Alright. Let's rest at this Grace and upgrade our blessing. We are at 20 and 10, and that is the maximum level we can achieve in the DLC. Alright. Our character is fully upgraded, and we have explored all the areas of the DLC. Now the only things left are the NPCs we need to fight, and then the final boss. We'll take them on our final Shadow of the Erdtree video. Until then, thanks for watching and have a great day.